curious if anyone can validate what I'm feeling right now. I'm gonna turn 30 later this year. I know there's something called a Saturn return, which I think is like within 3 years of 30. And oh my God, I'm having such a crazy shift in my life of like identifying my bad habits and like actually wanting to change them for the first time in my life. I feel like I'm learning how to process things correctly. I feel like I am identifying the kinds of people that I want to hang out with and the kind of person I want to be, a better communicator. It's crazy. Like for the first, I want to be an accountable adult and in a way that I never have. And some of the things that I've done lately to like as far as like what I'm trying to change is I'm starting to say no to things which I know should not be that difficult, but I'm someone who says yes the second that people ask me to do something. I'm like, yeah, like it because I genuinely want to do all of them. But then what happens is I end up either overbooking myself or not having a second of free time, and then I turn into a shell of a person. And I actually, as extroverted as I am, I love being alone. And this week, or I guess it was last week, but I had a bunch of stuff coming up this week that like really amazing opportunities, trips, things that I was so excited about, but I just said no to. Like I just had to retroactively say no, which I felt really guilty about. And I think now that I know I have such an issue with saying no, I think I'll be better. I'm excited as like new things come my way of really being thoughtful about when I say yes and how I say yes, because I think what I don't want to have to do is let people down who are expecting me to show up for them. And so I'm really happy that I was able to kind of say no to those things. And oh my God, I'm sleeping with my phone outside of my room now, which that also sounds probably silly, but I would scroll for hours on like at night, or I'd wake up and I had my alarm on my phone, and then I'd just start scrolling again in the morning. So I bought myself a little alarm clock over there, and I leave it out in the living room, and it's just been night and day difference of like how my day starts. I'm trying to drink less. Shit, girl. I mean, and that means like 3-ish times a week or 4 max, which I know also probably sounds like a lot, but being in New York and like being in this industry, so many things revolve around alcohol. And I actually, this coming as someone who like I don't think I have an issue with alcohol, but it just kind of is there. And so like I'm like, oh, I'm going to see a play, I'll have a glass of wine, or I'm going out to dinner with a friend, I'll have a drink. And that can become like every day, which I think is really scary. So I'm trying to stay home as much as I can so that I'm just like not tempted. Also, a lot of like sober people coming into my life lately, which makes me really happy, because like spending time with them makes it easier to not. And I just think like I've got a lot of sober people in my life that have taught me so much, and I think there's a lot to learn. So I don't know if that's going to end up being a chapter or not for me, but trying to change that. And just like communication, even instead of waiting 2 months to send a text back, like why not do it right when you see it? I don't know how to explain it. I just really feel like I'm growing up right now, and I don't know if it has to do with turning 30 or if it has to do with like what's going on with the planets or what's happening in my life, but these lessons are just coming at me so fast. And also a big part of that too is I think I've really cultivated self-love within myself in these past few weeks. I feel so strong. But then I did realize, like, if I was to let a new person into my life to like date, that I wouldn't wish this mess on someone else. Like, I was like, oh my God, let me clean up my side of the street so that when someone does come in to like be in a romantic relationship with me, that I actually don't feel guilty about what I'm putting onto them, and that I feel like I'm only enhancing their life and not making it more difficult, because the way that I was living my life was chaos. And now I'm really hoping to like start building this life that would be good for someone else too, including myself, but starting with myself. I'm the priority, and then maybe that will come later. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. And anyone else who's maybe turning 30 soon or has turned 30 and maybe you're like, honey, this is everything you're saying is true. Or you might be like, no, it's not. But I love you and I'm doing well and I hope you're doing well. And we'll talk soon. Okay, bye.